Hey, professional and amateur, week 4 is already on the way. Let's take a look at this week's matchups and see how many we can get right this time. Now, last week didn't go as good for me. I went 9-7, so I got some redemption to do this week. Let's see. Starting off Thursday night, we got a bird battle between the Seahawks and the Cards. Cardinals, you broke your streak, which you did at the last second too, which must hurt. That game was close. You guys are still great. Seahawks, I think they're a little better than you. I think they're going to be able to take this one out. So let the birds fly and fight, and we'll see what happens. Next Sunday morning, we got the Steelers and the Vikings heading over to Ireland for a fight. The Vikings' homeland. Oh wait, no, that's Scotland. Steelers, you recovered from what was a very close game last week, and Vikings. Wait, what did they do last week? I already forget what the Vikings did. This is not. Oh, you won, right? Yeah, you won against the Bengals. Honestly, I don't know. The Vikings, I guess. The Vikings. It's only because they're close enough to Scotland. Now we got the Commanders going to Atlanta. Commanders, I said you wouldn't do good without Jaden Daniels. I predicted you to lose last week. I thought the Raiders were going to school you. Turns out you schooled them. And Falcons, I predicted you were going to win last week, and instead you forgot how to play football. I don't know what the hell happened to you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the Commanders to win. They clearly got what it takes. If Falcons play like that again, and I'll never predict you for a win ever again. Now let's not spend too much time on the Saints versus the Bills because I don't even have to explain anything. Right now it currently says 1% pick the Saints, and that's probably just Saints fans. Bills, you are the team to beat this year. You have a direct road to the Super Bowl, and I don't know who can stop you. So the Saints certainly ain't the ones to do it. But Bills, let's see. Honestly, I'm thinking 15-2 right now. Now the Browns are going to Detroit. Now that Monday night game was neck and neck. It was insane, and I'm happy you guys got the win. Browns also did get the win last week, and I gotta give you credit that you did swoop in when you needed to. But sorry, Browns, you won your fluke. All right, but now it's time to get back to reality, and the Lions are gonna whoop your ass, and then you're gonna have to remember who you are. Carolina Panthers going against the Pats. So the Patriots. You guys were doing a lot of fumbling. Panthers, you dog walked the Falcons. Oh wait, no, actually you're a cat. You cat walked the Falcons. No, that's not right either. Point is, you're looking better, but the Patriots are too. If they can hold on to the ball unlike last week, then I think the Patriots can be able to win away with this one. Now the 0-3 Giants are going to have to take on the 3-0 Chargers. We all know how this is going to go. Although it would have been really cool if you beat out the Chiefs last week. I think, you still got a lot of work to do. The Chargers don't, so they're going to beat you this week. Now, a 3-0. Whoa, what's this? What's this? I have a Super Bowl ring? Shout out to Dwayne in my league. You're the man. All right, yeah, the 3-0 Eagles taking on the 3-0 Buccaneers. This is weird. I didn't think I'd ever see that. So, Bucks, I'm still convinced that you're a little bit more of a fraud than people are making you out to be. I know you're 3-0 and you're doing great. And the Eagles coming away with their closest win yet. Another shout out to my boy Brooks. He was actually at that game. That insane game. What a game to be at. So, I know I'm biased. And I'm gonna pick the Eagles, but if the Bucks are 4-0, then Baker clearly is bacon. But no, I think the Eagles are gonna take this. I think we're a better team than you guys. I do. Now Tennessee going to Houston to see their friend the Texans. And actually, they might be their friend. If the Titans are terrible, but the Texans are on record just as bad. Texans have gotten all kinds of beat up, but I'm thinking that the division is not theirs anymore. I still think they can come away with this win because the Titans need way more work than they do, but I don't know. If the Titans beat them, then maybe they don't. Now we have the Colts going against the Rams. Once again, Indiana Jones will be in Los Angeles. It's not Harrison Ford, but Daniel Jones is just as cool right now. Colts are 3-0. Never thought I'd see that. However, the Colts opponents so far, they haven't been huge contenders, but the Rams, hey, they gave us a run for our money last week. I think the Rams are going to be able to stop this weird streak and take the Colts out. And if they don't, then I think the Colts are going to win the division at this point. Rams going on. Now, Jaguars going to see San Fran 49ers. Now I'm what you call a 49er naysayer. No particular reason. I just think they're beat up and I don't think they can do it. Jaguars, you made some improvements. You're doing better. But for this team, I think they're doing a little better than you, and I think they're going to come away with the win this week. Not that you can't beat them Jaguars, but you're going to have to play your heart out. Next. Oh boy, what a matchup this is going to be. The Ravens going to see the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Chiefs, like I said, for your sake, thank God you won last week. And the Ravens are also 1-2, but you got to think about who they've been going against. Nonetheless, the Ravens offense has just been looking so solid, getting point after point each week. Their defense is also good. They're just going against opponents that can beat them. And I think the Chiefs are kind of in the same boat. So this is going to be a hell of a game to see. I am going to pull for the Ravens to get the win here, just barely. I do think they have more of a stacked offense. They have a more healthy offense than the Chiefs. And it is a home game for the Chiefs. I don't know. I'm feeling Ravens. Next we have the Bears going to Vegas. Bears, I gotta apologize to you too, since you dog walked the Cowboys. The Raiders are looking a lot better. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I'm just gonna go with my gut here, and from what I've seen last week, it looks like they got their weapons utilized now. It looks like the Bears are gonna be a lot stronger going to this later part of the season. Though it's not later, I think they're gonna win this one. Next on Sunday Night Football, you got the Green Bay Packers going to see Dallas. a city that Micah Parsons is very familiar with. So both of these teams coming off of a very heartbreaking loss. The Cowboys, like I just said, got dog walked completely, and the Packers' historical collapse in the last few minutes to the Browns of all teams. Nonetheless, just like I said, I call that a fluke, and I think the Packers, of course, are a better team than the Cowboys, and of course they got Micah Parsons, and they don't, and of course the Packers are going to win. I don't doubt that Dallas will put up a fight, but I do think go Pack Go. Now Monday night we have the Jets and the Dolphins. So yeah, a divisional matchup, but both of these teams have not been looking their greatest. However, I will say this, the Jets have at least put up a fight in every one of these games. I cannot say the same for Miami. It's real rough in Miami. Believe it or not, for once, I'm taking the Jets to win. Congratulations, Jets fans. Yes, you are a disaster, but I think Miami's a bigger disaster right now. Hey, I didn't say you're gonna lose them all, right? And finally, the Bengals and the Broncos. Cincinnati is missing Joe Burrow real hard right now, but I'm sorry, but he can't come back. He's hurt, he's hobbled up. I like to give the Bengals the division even this season, but seeing what happened to you guys last week against the Vikings and how Joe Burrow is kind of what's holding your team together, then I'm gonna give Denver the win here, and maybe, just maybe, you can figure something out. This is the week to do it. All right, that's week 4. Let's see what happens week 5, and let's, of course, see the Birds get another one of these.